Michael was a different level, man. He's a different level of competitiveness, just sheer will to win. He changed the game. He changed the game. I mean, not just in one aspect, in many aspects, in every aspect of the game, he changed it. I played against some of the greatest players in the history of this game. Michael Jordan was one of those guys that lifted my ability to the next level. We enjoyed the competition with one another. We played very hard and fiercely against one another, but it was like you had two gentlemen going head to head. Michael Jordan and I wasn't just coming down the court getting dunks at the dunks. We found creative ways to score. I can't tell you the fun and the pleasure I had to play against him. You know, and Michael and I, we never really talked about those games. It was kind of an unspoken thing between us. You know, the respect level that we had was at a different level. I think I had a great game in Atlanta, and I remember going to Chicago. Michael walks into our locker room. Now, we're still in suit and tie. We haven't gotten dressed yet. And he walks in our locker room, suit and tie. And I was like, what are you doing coming in our locker room? And I ain't gonna say exactly what I said. And so he walked by me, he walked by Kevin Willis, and he got to Randy Whitman. He tapped him on his butt and he said, lace him up, it's gonna be a long night. He got 60 that night. He got 60. And it was a very close game. I think it went down to the last shot in that game, but I think he proved his point.
And a beautiful view of the famous Chicago skyline. An appropriate dramatic setting for our game today at Chicago Stadium. Welcome everyone to Chicago. This is Kevin Harlan along with me, Clark Kellogg. We've got David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines as we get set to watch the Atlanta Hawks go up against the Chicago Bulls. Clark, this should be a beauty.
You know, each of these teams, Kevin, has a guy who is in the running for the league lead in scoring. I'm, of course, talking about two guys that don't need introduction, Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins. Going to be a lot of fun watching these guys try to one-up each other offensively.
Beyond just Jordan and Wilkins, plenty of other talented scorers on each of these teams as well.
Kevin, you make a very good point. I mean, these are two impressive high-octane lineups, which I think could result in this score really getting run up in a hurry.
This should be one to remember. And out there for Atlanta, Spud Webb at the point with Doc Rivers at the 2. At the forward positions, Dominique Wilkins and Moses Malone. John Koncak will be at center. And starting things off for the Bulls, it's John Paxson at point guard with Michael Jordan also at the guard. Then Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant at the 3 and 4. The veteran, Bill Cartwright in the middle.
Expectations are high for Jordan and Wilkins in this one. They're both exceptional scoring threats, and I know their teams are expecting each of them to be the difference makers out there as they try to get the W.
The shot's good.
Now, Jordan and Dominique have met up in the slam dunk contest twice, each winning once. It was just last year that Jordan won over Dominique in one of the most talked about and controversial dunk contests ever. I know fans are hoping we'll see the tie-breaking contest between the two someday. Maybe they'll settle for tonight's game.
Hard to beat getting to watch two gifted scorers like this go at each other. For the Bulls, they've got a new coach at the helm this season. With Phil Jackson, this is his first stint as a head coach here in the NBA.
Pippen is out there with Grant. Then it's Jordan. Then it's John Paxson. And it's Cartwright in at the 5. That's the group for the Chicago Bulls to start the second quarter. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. It's slammed in by Wilkins.
Boy, nice.
The kick out to Wilkins. The 17-footer. Basket is good. The assist from Webb.
Dominique.
Webb's got 3 assists tonight. Jordan on the wing. 1:12 left to play here in the half. And slam dunk by Jordan. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2 free throw shots at the game right here. And he makes the first for the Hawks. Antoine Carr, he's checked in for Malone. And Smith subbed in for Tony. And so Jordan nails both of them. 6 on the shot clock. It's good, and the Hawks lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Michael Jordan.
Hey, the defense has the right idea there, but Jordan has the skills to overcome the contact.
Carr with a screen on Jordan. And here's Wilkins from the arc.
The defensive ability of the Hawks and Bulls only become more important. You got to limit your opponents down the stretch, and both of these teams have the ability to do that.
Shot clock at 5. Good, nice job down low. I wonder if either player, Clark, is thinking about that scoring title tonight.
My guess, Kevin, is that it's perhaps somewhere lurking in their minds, maybe more front of mind for Dominique. And that's not unexpected, but, you know, that doesn't bode well for the Hawks, as Wilkins has been unable to answer Jordan with shots of his own, which I think says a lot about the job.
Oh, and there he puts it down!
Man, what a throw! Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Jordan deciding where to go with it. He takes it in. Michael Jordan's presence felt by every fan in attendance.
Boy, you love the swagger in MJ's game.
They've got Grant. Michael Jordan is out there with Thompson. And there's Cartwright, and it's Pippen in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Chicago. Michael Jordan likes to explode down the home stretch offensively. Clark, think the Hawks might increase the defensive pressure on them.
You know, it wouldn't shock me, Kevin, if they did just that. Just make sure somehow, some way.
And Clark, as we come toward the end of this game, winding our way toward the finish line, the Bulls are doing final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. That is good. Left side, Jordan. And Jordan throws it down. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Jordan kicks to Pippen. Wants to get it to Jordan, and does. And it's good, 2 points. Jordan's got the lead up to 5 now for Chicago. Just 5 to shoot. And Jordan throws it down.
How about that intensity that Jordan brings?
Stolen by Pippen. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Jordan's running. And that one drops for him. Jordan's got 40 points.
Jordan doing a nice job leaking out slyly. Excellent in transition.
Rivers kicks to Webb. Pass to Wilkins. To the inside. Malone. And then Malone with the dunk.
The comeback is going to be really tough right here.
A 15-footer. Webb can't hit.
Look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
At the line for Chicago, Michael.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
And here's Wilkins from the arc. The rebound by Cartwright. And here is Jordan. And the Chicago Bulls, Clark, managed to pull out the win here tonight with Michael Jordan delivering a terrific performance to overcome Wilkins and these Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, Kevin, able to beat Dominique's offensive talents once again. Always special, though, to watch these two go at it head-to-head. MJ got the better of Dominique this time.
He did tonight. But looking beyond just the 2 stars, Clark, as you like to say, this was a team win.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, Jordan cleared and made the way, but the rest of the Bulls did a terrific job keeping up with him and putting a lot of pressure on this Hawks squad. Well done by the Bulls.
This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in.